Alright, so today we're going to be talking about the top 5 fighters who still have some aura left. At number 5, we have Tetsudo Taira, who had a very close fight with Brandon Royval. And really all he needed to do was just add some head movement to his arsenal. Like, I don't know what Tetsudo Taira was doing. He was just trying to Alex Pereira Shama his way through the shots, which doesn't really seem to work. I don't really know what he was doing. To be fair, the fight was extremely close. It was a split decision, so I think Tetsudo Taira still has a good amount of aura left, and he's definitely a future star. I think he will for sure win his next couple fights, and he will cook. He is also very young too. At number 4, we have BSD, and I know it's surprising to have him in here, but listen, you can't sit here and tell me that this dude isn't a marauder, man. People forget, man. Like, people really do forget, alright? And he's gonna show no head movement against Joe Alvarez, but hey, he's gonna look like an absolute marauder, just plodding forward, hitting him with that very crafty body kick. And I will actually probably pick him against Joe Alvarez for fun. And yeah, he might get absolutely just pieced up, and that's a high possibility, but it's okay. Next, we have the man that beats people up like they owe him money, Khalil Roundtree. This guy is a marauder, man. I still think Khalil has a lot of aura left in him, especially after like the war he had with Pereira. Like, he wasn't giving up. And I know Khalil is fighting Jamal Hill, and a lot of people are saying, Khalil by murder, man, and Khalil by murder. I don't believe that, alright? I don't believe Khalil wins by murder. I'm tempted to pick Jamal Hill in that fight. I mean, I won't, because I trusted Jamal Hill to beat Yuri, because I thought in a 3-rounder, Yuri would, like, probably get beaten slightly, 2-1. But Jamal Hill, you know, it's just, I don't know what the hell happened. Next, at number 2, we have Jan Blachowicz. Now, in basically a day, I will be watching Jan Blachowicz fight Carl Solberg, and Jan could lose. Jan could get absolutely outclassed. Even then, going into the fight, he still has aura. I don't care. When I'm seeing this man stand across from Olberg, I'm feeling the aura. This is the guy that outclassed Israel Adesanya. This is the guy that almost beat Pereira and arguably could have beaten Pereira. This is the guy that also gave Big Ank a crazy run for his money. Like, honestly, there is an argument for Jan winning. Like, it's a very slight argument, but there is an argument. Like, he could have won the first round with 2 or 3 more leg kicks, or one big ugly jab and a leg kick. Jan wins that first round. He won 2 and 3. Like, he was cooking Big Ank, alright? He was cooking for a little bit. So, yeah, I mean, Jan just has so much aura. This guy is so underrated. Like, people don't talk about the good wins this man has. People forget, man. Like, people do not talk about it enough. Anyways, let's move on to number 1. And at number 1, we have the King of Rio, Jose Aldo. And this guy, he's a fucking legend. I mean, that's why I have him here. When I hear his name being announced by Bruce Buffer against Ayman Zahabi, I hear the King of Rio. I'm going to feel the auras just spewing through my entire body, because this man is a legend. And I know he's not like a super high tier GOAT for a lot of people. Like, people, if you have him on your GOAT list, you probably have him at number 12 or number 13. Like, you don't really have him super high on your GOAT list, but he is still a legend. He's fought multiple eras of fighters, and I know we've had some GOATs that have done that before, but we're talking about in the lighter weight classes. And he's still being competitive in bantamweight, where it's probably the best weight class. I know people consider lightweight, or some people consider flyweight or featherweight or lightweight as the best weight class. It's very clearly bantamweight, because bantamweight is the perfect middle between, like, still having power and still being just as good as the flyweights. And that's just what bantamweight is. It is such a good weight class. And Jose Aldo is being fed to the fucking wolves, fighting people who are literally 10 years younger than him or 7 years younger than him, and he's still beating them and giving them close fights. And let's be honest, he beat Mario Batista. I mean, he did. He very clearly did. Even if he didn't, I feel like Jose Aldo should have still gotten the nod, because Mario Batista was literally doing nothing in the clinch. How can you fail a takedown and clinch somebody for 2 minutes and proceed to get broken up by the referee, and not even 10 seconds later, you immediately fail a takedown and stay in that same spot for another however long. And it's not like Alex Pereira versus Big Ank, where Big Ank was just trying to tire out Pereira's arms and Pereira like wasn't even trying to push him off. Jose Aldo was literally pushing Mario Batista off how many fucking times? And Batista just kept on. I don't know why. I wish Herb Dean, or I forgot who was reffing, but if it wasn't Herb Dean, I wish Herb Dean was in there so he could like penalize Batista for not doing any work in the clinch, because they've done that before in boxing. If there's excessive clinching by another guy, a point will be taken away. It happens in boxing. Why isn't it happening in MMA? I don't get it. Like, it's not, I don't hate it, okay, but when you're doing it constantly throughout the entire fight, it's just kind of crazy to me. Anyways, our boy Jose Aldo is the man. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm sorry, that was just a little rant there, but I'm still salty about that fight. I love Jose Aldo. He is one of my favorite fighters, and he's a king. He is literally the king of Rio. The UFC has to treat my boy right. What the fuck are they doing? Give this man Henry Cejudo. Give this man a good matchup. Why the fuck are you giving him fucking Ayman Zahabi? Like, they're giving him the jobbers of the rankings. These guys are good, but they have no name. Anyway, whatever. I'm done. I'm actually done now. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like and subscribe, and yeah, have a great